Billy here. I don't know if you can see it or not. That's a Black Seaway back there. This is my nice downhill walk from the grocery store. This is a distant grocery store, not the one I normally go to, but it's a nice walk. I used to take the bus, but I recently discovered it's longer. I walk to the bus and take the bus and walk home. The walk put together isn't any longer than just walking home. And this is pleasant and downhill. And I'm looking at the Black Sea. It's nice. Anyway, I'm just going to make a little short video because I just thought of something and I want to share my thoughts, okay? Is that narcissism? No. I'm doing my job. Okay. There was a meme. Let me pick up this stuff. I got to carry groceries while I'm talking. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully it won't result in a disaster. Oh, sorry. Hope I didn't frighten anyone. It's all good. It's all good. Anyway. There's a meme that I saw. Actually, there's several different versions of it. It's brilliant. There's a guy struggling. I guess he's we could do this a number of ways. Say he's a neocon. He's a conservative. He's a paleoconservative or something like that, right? He's in a tug of war. On the other end are communists and homosexuals and leftists and socialists. They're all pulling, and he's on the other end of the rope pulling against him. And then somebody comes and helps him. He looks like he appreciates it. And then he looks at the guy helping him. He's a freaking Nazi. And he's like, don't know what to think of that. This is the way the struggle is. Things are weird now. Whose side are you on? Who are your allies? Look and see who's struggling along with you. If you're supporting the blue and yellow murder puppet flag people, Soros, you're on this. If you support them, you're on the side of Soros, the New World Order, all the corporations, your entire U.S. government, all the people that are trying to start the Great Reset and the New World Order and all this other stuff. Want you to live in smart cities. Want a one-world hegemony to mold people in the form that they want them in, even including tampering with their DNA. They got plans, and you're helping them. Who are your enemies, do you know? Who's on the other side? The DPR and the LPR are more, it's the closest example and closest thing that you're going to see to late 18th century American revolutionaries. Yeah. People that wanted to break off from a country that seeks to destroy them, even worse than Britain. Britain just wanted to bleed the colonists. These people were in a country that was overrun by a coup government that actually said they're going to exterminate them, and they set about doing it. Struggled with that for 8 years. Now, they got help from their big brother, and they're going after it. Even if you don't believe that, I can show you mountains of proof, but people choose what they want to believe by what side they perceive themselves to be on. And like I said, you might want to think about looking at your allies and looking at the people you're helping and figure it out. You're acting against your own best interest. Well, Russia just wants to establish a new world order too, and then they'll be in charge instead of the U.S. Well, that's what most people think. That's why they choose to believe the things they do. It's not true. I've been studying ways to fight the corporate international oligarchy for years. I wrote a freaking book about it, for crying out loud. I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago. It's not real popular. You can go read it. It's proof that I'm not lying. I've been in this struggle for a long time, and I try to get to the core of the thing, because that's where the fundamental core, that's where you fight it at. You don't fight it on the periphery, because they fool you about the periphery and they get you to fight each other. You got to go for the core. If you kill the head, the body will die. Anyway, I know what the head is, and I know what needs to be done. You need a multipolar world. You need guarantees. Everybody has their own sphere of influence, their own guaranteed space, each culture, each tradition. where they can be left the hell alone and not forced into the corporate pasta maker and squeezed out through a mold where they can be profitable to the people that consider themselves to be owners of the planet. Okay, who's fighting this? Is it just me? No, there's lots of people that are on board. I've been reading their books. I've been watching them. And they're suggesting a multipolar world. They're called Eurasianists. And they're the most calumniated and slandered people around now. If you look it up on Google or something, you'll find out, ooh, their leader is Alexander Dugin, and he's a Satanist. And he's Putin's brain, and they want to bring back the Soviet Union. Oh, give me a break. It's all bullshit. I know these people. I've met some of them. I've read a lot of their works. It's difficult. It's not for children. It's easy for the powers that be to calumniate because of that. But what they want and what they're acting for is a multipolar world. A world where everybody has their own little space where they can be protected. They talk about the UN. They're not on board the UN. I see people saying, oh, Putin's just the same stuff. He's for the New World Order too. That's bullshit. That's why they're fighting him. That's why they're attacking him. That's why it's all calumniated. Oh, I say, you can't just break off little countries any way you want. What they do in Kosovo? Wasn't just Kosovo, a lot of places. Anyway, the Russians didn't break off the LPR and the DPR. The people that live there did. Because they don't want to be exterminated. You can understand that, can't you? Anyway, you're pulling on a rope. You need to look around and see what kind of people you're pulling with and take a real good assessment of the people you're pulling against. Because, of course, they're demonizing them. And if you're pulling with all these identity politics people and Soros and corporations, you might want to rethink what you're doing. Anyway, that's all I got. I got to shut this off. I'm old. My joints are bad. I can't carry both bags with one hand too long. Nice panoramic view over here. Let me show you if I can. Anyway, a lot of people. This is the suburbs. This is private housing. It's probably a dacha community at one time, and the city grew around it a long time ago. It's a beautiful thing. I got a dacha out on the edge of the city. Might have to sell it. I'm not doing too good, but things are complicated. I gotta wait for the dust to settle a little bit and then see what I'm going to do. But I'm here, and I'm going to continue to make videos. I do need some help, though. I hate asking for help, but if you like what I'm doing, it's like buying something, right? You like the product, you know, pay for it just a little bit. Well, I need that right now is a little. My bank is zeroed. Matter of fact, it's overdrawn a little bit. I got to pay for VPN where I can't operate here. They're really coming down on blocking everything. The U.S. is. The techies are, not the Russians. The Russians are blocking stuff like Facebook, but it's your retaliatory measures. But you got to get a VPN to do anything. And I have a VPN, but I got to pay monthly. I got to look up when it's due. It's probably due pretty soon if there's no money in my bank. No VPN for you! I need VPN. And I'm building websites and writing articles, or I'm trying to put my oldUncleBuildy.com site together. I'm reconfiguring it to be a magazine. It was for homesteading. Well, now it's not the time for homesteading. Yeah, I might need to cough up some money on there too to get it where I can load all my videos into it and do articles and do some interaction with people. I think it'd be a good thing. If you want to contribute, you want a part of it, I can't give you, you know, special privileges and gifts and stuff. I don't even know how to do that. But you'll be a nephew. You're with Uncle Bildy in the struggle. That's all I can give you. But if you want to help, my banking information is at the bottom of the page on UncleBuildy.com. Look it up. And if you got everything you need there. There's an account number and a routing number. Just put something in there if you can. And I got other plans for making Uncle Buildy a self-funding operation. It takes time and maybe a little money to do it. And I got people here that are helping me, but right now the banking system is foobarred. They were going to make a little deposit for me, but it didn't work out. And they're real freaking busy right now too, because all the stuff is going on. They probably forgot me. I'll remind them after a little bit, but it's getting pretty dire. I'm not going to be able to do anything with my Dacia in the foreseeable future. It's in my wife's name though. I'm going to put forth the proposition that we should maybe sell it so we can coast a while and get a lot of things done, and this stuff will settle out hopefully within a few years, and a new system will take place, and hopefully I'll have a place at the table in the new system. I'll be able to make a living somehow. Right now, forget about it. But that's where I'm at, and email me, write in the comments, and give me a little bit, you know, like a tip, like you would tip a waitress, right? You like what Uncle Bildy says, you believe Uncle Bildy's doing something good, yeah, give me a little tip. I hate asking, but, you know. I'm old school and digital. I make actual physical things that make money for people, you know, and I can see that, and I get paid for it. I'm not used to making something abstract and having people pay me. It's a totally new world for me. I'm very uncomfortable doing it. But we'll see what happens. Uncle Bildy signing out. I got to get these groceries home. I got some hungry babies.